The most exciting thing about working for ScreamingBox is that I'm working on very different kind of projects and very different kind of applications. For instance, I've been working on a child's application, and this is a social networking app, and we've been also working on a project for one of the major automotive associates in the US. So they're very different.
I'm pretty happy because I'm a full stack developer, so I get to do multiple different things at the same time. I do sometimes backend development, I interact with databases, server stuff, but at the same time I get to do certain different things on the client side as well. So it gives you enough flexibility. Now, if you're working on multiple different projects, needless to say that you're going to be interacting with multiple different technologies, and so it gets pretty diverse and you get to sort of progress.
This kind of work, when you work remotely, it's really important to have some entrepreneur drive to create great products, and you must learn how to figure out the right questions, how to find the problems, and you must learn to solve it independently. Of course, we are a team, so if you need help, always you can find someone who can help you out.
We introduce ourselves to the client, and we try to get a personal approach, try to get involved into the customer's business model and try to understand what's his dream about and what's his idea and what is he thinking of having an app for, and try to figure out the best approach. And when we're a little more familiar, I try to come up with an idea how it should work from the technology point of view. And before I sit to the computer, I try to imagine the app or the whole software in my head, how it's working, and discuss it with the client, and then make an estimate of how long does it take, how much does it cost to deliver.
It's very important to be able to get up to speed very quickly, to be able to give them the business benefits as early on as you can. But it's also important to sort of maintain a level of quality. I, for one, like to leave the code in a much better state than when I found it. And it's very important to me because then I know that I've done a good job. And I think being able to do that as quickly as you can is the essence of being a good contractor.
One of the biggest advantage of ScreamingBox that you can be really close to the client. It's not required to write a mail to your manager or the manager of your manager. Just you can contact directly with the client. You can get the requirements, and you have much more freedom to create great things. But of course, it's more responsibility even. But I think that's one of the special things which I've experienced only in ScreamingBox.
Some people claim that it's very difficult to work with people remotely. I like to prove them wrong. I think technology is not an answer to everything, but if you can position yourself and have enough empathy towards other people, and you need to understand their needs, I think that's doable.
Here at ScreamingBox, we're looking for projects that are really challenging. So we're not grabbing any kind of project that comes, and we're not giving it to the developers as a must. They have to deliver it, but whether they like it or not. We can always choose what we would like to work on.
It's important to make the right decisions alone. It's important to be able to work with other guys who are working on different time zone, on different country, from different culture, to find a good leadership style and communication style.
I'm a software developer. I think I'd like to call myself someone that makes someone else's dreams reality. Because if you're dreaming of having a beautiful app for your company, or if you have a business idea and you need an app for that, then you need ScreamingBox to make it actually happen and to deliver. So that's what I do. I make dreams come true.
I constantly am developing myself, and that gives me passion.